Hello, Jack here, and today we're going to take a look at running a Hello World sketch on the computing shield connected to a Papilio Duo. So what we have here, the hardware we have is we have a brand new computing shield, and it's connected to Kickstarter Edition Papilio Duo. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you get the pins lined up properly when you connect the computing shield. It's not real easy to line them up correctly. What I normally do is I choose this corner and then I make sure that the pins are lined up in both rows on both directions, and then I just push down until there's no more pins showing. Just like that. Okay, so now the next thing we want to do is we're going to connect a VGA monitor to the VGA port. And then finally, we're going to connect to a USB connector to the FPGA USB connector. Okay. And then finally, we are connected to a VGA monitor. Let me change the view there. So for the remainder of this video, we'll be looking at the VGA monitor, and we can watch this power LED right here. When there is no VGA output connected, it's orange like this. Okay, so let's go over to our Design Lab software. This is Design Lab IDE, and the first page that comes up is the table of contents. We want to scroll down until we find the hardware, then the VGA wing, and there's already a VGA Hello World sketch that we can use. So if we click on this, it'll bring up this new sketch. The first thing we want to do is go to Tools, and we want to make sure we have the correct board selected. So we're going to go to Board, and then we're going to select the Papilio FPGA boards. Make sure you're choosing the Papilio Duo FPGA ZP Uno. Okay, once that's in place, if we take a look at the sketch, we could see that this sketch is associated with this circuit. It's a VGA_wing circuit. If we take a look and we view that circuit, we're going to see that this isn't actually what we want. What we can see here is that this circuit implements a VGA wing, and that VGA wing is connected to the CH wing slot. That's not what the hardware we have. The hardware we have is a computing shield. So we need to change the circuit associated with this sketch to the computing shield _shield circuit. Now you can look in the libraries directory in the root of the Design Lab software, and you can see all the libraries that are available to you. In this case, I knew computing shield is the right one, so let's just put that in, and then let's hit view circuit. Okay, now when we take a look at this circuit, what we see is that we actually have the computing shield. So we've got the computing shield broken out, and all the pins that are available on the computing shield, or all the peripherals, the pins for the peripherals on the computing shield, are easily exposed to us. We also see that we have a ZP Uno soft processor, and we have 3 different audio chips. This is an audio pass-through for mod files, YM2149, and the Commodore 64 SID audio chip. They are connected to Wishbone slots, slot 5, 6, and 8. And then what's most important for this demo is that we have a VGA adapter connected to Wishbone slot 9, and also associated with it is a character map connected to slot 10. Okay, we can also see that the audio chips feed into an audio mixer, and then they get split out, and then they're connected to the 2 audio jacks on the computing shield. We also have a UART master connected to the RS-232 UART pins on the computing shield, and an SPI master is connected to the micro SD card. And then finally, the VGA adapter, it connects to the VGA pins on the computing shield. So if we load this circuit, we have everything we need to do our VGA Hello World demo. So now that we know we got the right thing, let's go ahead and click on load circuit. First of all, though, make sure you are connected to the USB port, the FPGA USB port. This is going to take just a couple seconds to load to our board. Okay, so now we've loaded the circuit to the board, and all the functionality that we just looked at, that we just viewed, is now running. This circuit is loaded to the FPGA. However, there's no sketch running on the ZPUino soft processor that does anything. So if we take a look at our camera, and if we look at this LED, we could see that before, when nothing was connected, it was orange. But now we have a VGA adapter that's connected that is actually outputting the VSync and the H-Sync signals. So it's actually generating a valid VGA signal. It's just that there's nothing being displayed because there's no sketch outputting anything to that VGA adapter. So at this point, we've got our circuit loaded, it's up and running, it's live, it's just nothing running to drive the circuits. So this is where we're going to load this Hello World VGA sketch. The thing you also need to check before we do this is make sure that we have the correct serial port. The serial port associated with your FPGA port is selected. Then just looking real quickly at this sketch, it's really simple. It just instantiates the VGA library, and then it does a begin, and it tells the library which wishbone slot our adapter is connected to. And as we saw earlier, the actual VGA adapter is on slot 9, and the character map is on wishbone slot 10. So now if we load this, it's just going to do a quick setup. It's going to just print Hello World in different colors. So let's go ahead and hit upload. What this will do is it will connect over the COM5 port. It will talk to ZPUino running on the board. It'll load the sketch, and then if we switch over to our camera, what we see now is we see Hello World in different colors. So that's pretty much it. That's how easy it is to get up and running with the VGA adapter on the Computing Shield. So thank you for watching.